Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red. I'm your host, VGMKoren, and in the last one, we got to the Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town and made it our goal to get up it as soon as possible. In this one, we're going to talk to this lady.
Even we could not identify the wayward ghosts. A Silph Scope might be able to unmask them.
Well, that doesn't sound at all ominous or, in any way could that stop our ascent up this tower. We are going to go up this tower right now. Because, come on, anytime now. I'm trying to make a joke. Okay, thank you. So, what happens in Pokemon Tower is if you don't have the Silph Scope, you find ghosts. And they scream at you to get out. And, scar your childhood. It's a great time for everyone. You won't have nightmares about this as a little kid at all. And as you can see, it just keeps yelling for you to get out, and you actually are too scared to move, even though that ghost is only level 17. So, we can't actually climb the Pokemon Tower yet. As the channeler mentioned, we need something called a Silph Scope. Where are we gonna get a Silph Scope? Well, the game never tells you. Ever. Pokemon has a habit of this. They'll say, oh, you need this, and then just not ever tell you where you need to get that. Black and White, or was it Black and White 2, did that with the Strength HM, which was in a random little town, in a random little house that you never had to go to. But we'll get to that. So, since you can't climb the Pokemon Tower, you might think, well, should I go south, or should I go west? And if you go south, you'll kind of just end up in this watery, bridgey section that I'm gonna show off real fast. There's a lookup spot upstairs. The view is magnificent. Hooray, let's go look. And you should talk to this little girl.
My Pokemon's ashes are stored in Pokemon Tower. You can have this TM. I don't need it anymore.
You get TM27 from the little girl because her Pokemon's dead.
TM27 is a move called Return. If you treat your Pokemon good, it will return your love by working its hardest in battle.
And then it'll die. Because everything's bad. God. Oh my god. I just have so little to say about this. Now, I can't remember if this or it's a different tower that actually... Okay, they just show Min fishing. That's great. Oh, that little girl. That little girl gets me every time. That's probably some of the darkest writing in Pokemon, and it's hilarious. But anyways, if you go further south, you'll just fight a bunch of fishermen with their Magikarp, so we're actually going to go west instead. And I guess this is just how kids used to figure this out back in the day. Let's talk to this guy. I'm a rambling gaming dude! And he's an old man. Anyways, if you can't go south, you can't go up the tower, you gotta go west, and that's how people figured it out. And he sent out a Growlithe, which, Frodo, well, grass isn't great against fire. So let's get out Rodney, because she's totally going to be able to do this just fine. This can't possibly go wrong. Actually, well, you kind of get it. Anyways, this is just kind of something Pokemon does. I don't remember what Ruby and Sapphire did, but I'm pretty sure they had some random thing where you couldn't get through to. I don't remember. Pokemon does this a lot, and Vulpix is a new Pokemon, by the way. It's a fox. It's awesome because it's a fox. Foxes are great. Anyways, Pokemon has a habit of not telling you where to go, and in fact, Pokemon Red and Blue are really bad about that, and that's something I'm actually going to talk about a lot more as we keep going. But for now, we're just gonna keep going because we have no real other way of going. I could go fight a bunch of Magikarp, but I won't. Missed the big chance! That guy looks eerily like what I'll probably look like when I'm old. Playing games and Pokemon are like eating peanuts. I just can't stop. I also like peanuts. I have seen the future. Oh god, I just ran into this guy. You should be informed. You need strategy to win at this. Well, no, not really against you. Not against you at all, in fact. Okay, so he has Poison-type Pokemon out, which Rodney would be great against, but Rodney's almost dead, so we're just gonna heal him back up so that he'll not be almost dead. And Grimer is going to Harden. So he's hardened, grimed. I don't know. This is weird. Let's not talk about it anymore. In fact, let's have story time instead while I'm fighting these. Does ground resist? It's not very effective. Oh, wow. Rodney, you're bad. Rodney, you're so bad. I can't even keep you out. Because you're just gonna die next turn if I keep you out. Alright, well, we'll send out Herdebird, and oh god. Minimize increases evasion. So... wow, this is... Oh. Gust is disabled. I guess I should stop using that. Anyways, Herdebird is dead now, so that's a thing. Okay. Okay, maybe I do need strategy to win. I didn't think I did, but, you know, maybe I shouldn't have talked crap about him. But, go on, Flop, prove your worth. Anyways, what was I saying? Story time, story time. So, I haven't updated in a couple of days, which is really sad. I really enjoy updating for you guys, but that was because I was sick with not one, but 2 different stomach bugs. How did that happen? Well, my roommate came home, or my housemate, I mean, and what ended up happening, Muck, by the way, is the evolution of Grimer, as we're about to find out. So, whoops, summary. Wrong, buttons are great. My roommate came home one day and he had a stomach bug. So, I immediately caught it because that's just kind of what I do when people are sick, is I immediately catch it. And then, after a few days, I started to feel better, and so did he. And then he came home with another stomach bug. And so, immediately, as I was in the middle of cheering that I wasn't sick anymore, I immediately got sick again, and it was a great time. It's one of those where you open your mouth, you're like, yeah, I'm not sick, and instead of that coming out, just vomit comes out instead. So, that's been your story time. Unfortunately, this story time seems like Muck is going to take out Bahamut. Man, this guy is actually really strong for a random trainer. Except for the fact that he's trying to just harden his Muck. If his Muck was just spamming attack, it would have already beaten me into the ground. But thankfully he did. And all he has left is another Grimer, which, well, killed 2 of my Pokemon, so maybe I shouldn't say all he has left. Oh, so that's the story of why updates have been sparse recently. Anyways, Bahamut is poisoned, and I really would rather him level up instead of dying, so we're gonna swap to Flop-Flump. We're gonna swap to Flop-Flump. There we go. But I am feeling relatively better now. I'm still a little bit feverish, but you know, it's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be great. Okay, so we're just gonna finish this Grimer off. This is where trainers, by the way, start to get a little bit harder. They have a bit better Pokemon, their battles take a little bit more time, and yeah, but we will get to the next area in this video if it kills me. If I have to die, then I will for that. Anyways, Flop-Flump, everyone levels up, it's great, and we defeated Super Nerd Glenn. It's not logical! Well, you did use Harden like 6 times in a row. Go with Grimer first, and then... He doesn't know. I am going to go heal. And now I'm on a bike. Aw, yeah. Biking is awesome. It makes you super fast. Oh, wait. Oh. They just have a really short... Twin Power's fantastic, did you know? I think this actually might... Yes, this is Twins, Alien and Would Like to Bow. They send out Clefairy and Jigglypuff. So, this is a double battle. I forgot that this existed in this game, as I said multiple times. Double battles send out 2 Pokemon at once, and then they both get to act. In this case, they got their Jigglypuffs and Clefairies out. Don't you love twins that get their Jigglypuffs and... You know what? Never mind. We're done with that. Done with that, because they were little girls, and... Anyways, Absorb is disabled, so we're just gonna poison the Jigglypuff instead. Because that seems the reasonable response to that. I can't absorb your health, so instead I'll poison you and let you die a slow, painful death. Meanwhile, Herdebird is missing, and yeah, this is double battles. They're kind of fun, they're kind of interesting. There's honestly not a whole lot different to them than single battles, aside from the fact that you have 2 Pokemon out, which I guess is kind of different, all things considered. I think... Okay, no. No, you can't. I wanted to remember that... I couldn't remember if it's the last move you used and you can't move 2 times in a row. Good God, that sounded terrible. Or if it was just one singular move. But thankfully, Clefairy and Jigglypuff are both poison. Clefairy will die soon. And what that generally... Oh god, Rollout is actually a really strong attack. Well, it isn't. Well, it is, but... You know, this just isn't going anywhere great with my commentary. Rollout is a move that happens multiple times in a row, and every time it happens, I guess I'll just use Flash. It gets much more powerful. So, that's something to keep in mind. This isn't very useful on Jigglypuff, but it's useful on other things. Now, we use Flash to try and make sure that misses its rollout, but as you can see, it hits instead, and immediately it starts dealing more damage. Now, if it got a 3rd or 4th turn to get off, it actually probably would be able to take out a couple of my Pokemon with it. But since it can't, and it's going to go down now, easy victory, relatively speaking. That is a double battle. But we used our twin power and showed our Jigglypuff... No, I don't need to Flash. I just need to put someone else in front. I caught my Pokemon with Anne. I'm raising Pokemon with Ellie. Oh god, I just ran into another guy. School is fun, but so are Pokemon. Oh, you're kind of a nerd, aren't you? Oh hey, he is in fact a super nerd. Ha, I made a funny. He has a coughing. We're just going to skip this. We're going to skip as fast as the skip button will go. The skip button apparently is killing Herdibird. So, whoops. Actually, I think Grime Coughing has Levitate, which makes it invulnerable to ground-type moves. Smog, the move it's using right now, which I guess I'll show off, has a 50% chance of poisoning a Pokemon, which is high enough. It's just generally high enough. This is a particularly hard route, especially if you're just coming west and you decide not to go south like I did. But there's nothing to show you south. You made it clear to me that I should stick with school. There's nothing to show you. I was planning on getting some fresh air for a change, but we're stuck here because of the gates of Saffron. Yeah, we'll be going into that in just a second. I actually have to switch who's in front again, because otherwise, if I left Herdibird, it would be Frodo. And we fight the little girl, or big girl.
You must look silly standing here like this.
Yeah, you do. You really, really do. Anyways, it's a lass, which probably means Pidgeys. It does, in fact, mean Pidgeys. So... Oh, it used... That was Whirlwind. It made me switch my Pokemon. I feel like maybe I should stop switching or skipping so much because, well, we're actually getting to the point where Pokemon trainers are using individual strategies. That's a Pikachu, but we definitely have to skip through that thing's death. And a Rattata. Okay, no, we're going to keep skipping. We're going to keep skipping. No love for Rattata. I don't even know what it was sending out. It was sending out that. That doesn't really matter. And it poisoned Manbrofist. Everyone is going to die of poison in this episode, by the way. That is just what's going to happen. Look what you did to my poor cute Pokemon. No one cares. Yeah. Saffron's gatekeeper won't let us through. I know he's doing his job, but I think he's mean. Ah, whatever. Oh god, I found a biker. Clear the way, I'll run you down. That sounds a little violent. And are you on a motorcycle? Are you like a really big old man, like at least in his 20s, on a motorcycle, and you're fighting little kids? And I don't like this. I don't like this at all. He is using a Grimer, which means we're in for a long battle. Apparently, this is the first time my team has ever had a significant weakness to Poison-type Pokemon. I always use Psychic Pokemon. So, oops, I just splashed. That's gonna make everything bad in this battle. Usually, I use Psychic Pokemon. That's like a type I almost always use. So the fact that I'm not is really kind of weirding me out, and that I'm weak to all these Pokemon. I don't know what to make of that. Well, he's poisoned, so we're gonna send out Bahamut. And Bahamut's probably gonna get poisoned. We'll see. We'll see. It could end well. As you can see, he used a bunch of minimize, and then he poisoned Bahamut to make sure that I can't really do anything against him. This actually may go extremely poorly. As you can see, 2 Pokemon down. Oh, God, am I actually gonna have to resort to using revives and stuff like that? I really don't want to. Please don't miss. God, come on. Just thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I have a significant weakness to poison. Good God. Are you for real, kid? My Pokemon team is terrible. Don't think you're all special and stuff because of this. I'm gonna go heal again before I die. Okay. We're back, and we're probably going to avoid that biker because I hate poison-type Pokemon and fight that guy instead. You look good at Pokemon, but how is your chemistry grade? Not so good. I wasn't a chemist in school. In fact, Anyways, Manbrofist is going to go out, but I think we're actually going to swap him for Rodney because Rodney needs to take any easy victory he can get because he's terrible. Really, really bad. Oh, I didn't mean to actually dig, but it's fine. It's fine. We're going to skip through this battle, too. This is actually a great time to see that if... Yep. Coughing, even though it should be weak to ground, is not because it has Levitate, which means Hurt a Bird. Why Hurt a Bird? Because Hurt a Bird's low level, and I want it to gain a level. There we go. Okay, now it can probably die again on the way to our next destination, but that's okay, who cares? Anyways, both Rodney and Hurt a Bird hit level 20, well, Rodney hits level 25. Hurt a Bird just continues being useless. Mud Slap is a very weak move that lowers accuracy, so we're not actually going to learn it. Yeah, I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. But mostly in the early game where you don't have any option about using super weak moves. When I can use Magnitude 10 and get a move that is, or use Magnitude and get a move potentially 5 times stronger than Mud Slap, that's what I'm gonna go with. And that's just kind of how it is. Anyways, he's gonna finish off with Voltorb, which means we're finishing off by sending Rodney back out. But yeah, finally, we can see that trainers are getting more unique Pokemon, and they're starting to have themes. It only took 4 gyms? 3 gyms? We're going to the 4th gym. I'm better at school than this. Great, good for you. I'm on guard duty. Gee, I'm thirsty though. Oh wait there, the road's closed. Great. So, the road's closed, and instead, you go to the underground city path between Celadon City and Lavender Town, and you talk to this lady. The department store in Celadon has a great selection. Do you go there very often? I've never been there in my entire life. Alright, so we're on the underground path, and we're just gonna ride on through it, and at some point Hurt a Bird's gonna faint because I took it... Oh, there it goes. Poor thing died of poison. But that's okay. No one cares. No room for love. I heard a sleepy Pokemon appeared out near Celadon City, too. Is our path gonna be blocked by a Snorlax? Am I actually gonna have to show off what a Snorlax is? Maybe I will. But maybe, instead, we'll make it to Celadon City. Hooray! It's Celadon City. Everything's happy here. And we're gonna do something. I rode here from Fuchsia. It's an uphill ride on cycling road, so I'm exhausted. If I had a bike, I would go to the cycling road. And you. A Pokemon Flute awakens sleeping Pokemon. You know that. It does so with a sound that only they can hear. Once again, you are being told how to wake up the sleeping Snorlax that I've never shown off in this Let's Play, and how to get rid of them. Unfortunately, that means that we need to go find the Pokeflute at some point, which is somewhere, I'm sure. I actually do remember where it is, but whatever. Anyways, we're going to store Rodney for just a minute, because we need to. And we are going to go do something. This is the thing I do every time I get to Celadon City. And if you don't know it, you need to. Keep out of Team Rocket's way! No, not that. You come over here, behind these buildings. Wait, do I need cut for this? No, thank God. I think I need cut to access the gym. And I need cut to access something else. And you get this Pokeball, which is an Ether. So actually, Rodney was probably the worst Pokemon I could deposit. Anyways, you enter this door back here, go up these stairs, and these stairs, and these stairs, and then you go and you enter this building on the roof of a building. This is weird. And you talk to this guy. There's nothing I don't know, like I wrote on the blackboard. I know about the world of Pokemon and your Game Boy Advance. Get together with your friends and enjoy trading Pokemon. It's a pamphlet on TMs. There are 50 TMs in all. Oh god, no, we don't care about that. And you pick up this ball and you get an Eevee, which we won't nickname right now. That's right, you just walk into his room and steal his Eevee. You just are like, oh, you know everything about Pokemon? Well, instead of trading with you, I'm just going to steal your Pokemon, because you broke the fourth wall, so screw you. That's generally how I imagine that going down. Now, what is an Eevee, you may ask? Well, let's go to it. Eevee is a cute little thing. It's so adorable. Don't you love it? It has an adamant nature. Oh, God. That's not useful for any evolution. Oh, God, that's terrible. Okay, so what Eevee can do... What Eevee can do is he can... Did I heal? I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Eevee can evolve into, at the time of this, 7 different evolutions, all of which rely on special attack. Adamant lowers special attack, so goodbye Eevee, you were a nice dream, but no, you're terrible. Actually, the thing is, it can use all the stones, Firestone, Leafstone, Thunderstone, and turn into a corresponding Pokemon. And then you can, if you make it love you and raise it in the day, it'll turn to a Psychic Pokemon, at night, a Dark type, and then if you raise it around a rock, there's a lot of ways to evolve it. This is my trusted pal, Poliwrath. It evolved from Poliwhirl when I used a Water Stone. Good for you. Trainer tips. And I know this is going to go a little long, but I'm going to show off Celadon City, that way we don't start with exploring a city in the next episode. So, this one's going to run a little long, but I'll just be exploring. Celadon Mansion. Ow, I scalded my tongue. This nice old lady in the mansion gave me some tea, but it was boiling hot. Gotta cool it to drink it. Okay, that was a little weird. And yeah, Celadon City is the biggest city. You shouldn't spend all your money on drinks. Try this instead. And you get tea. We put tea in the key items. Nothing beats thirst like some hot tea. It really is the best. I don't know about that. But yeah, every Pokemon game has a tradition of having one really big city, and Pokemon and Celadon City started this off, and it is huge, and also often empty. As you can see, there's not a single person to talk to on this floor, which is kind of haunting, because these are homes. Anyway, there are more people. I think that this is the Game Freak office. I wrote the story. Isn't Erica cute? I like Misty a lot too. Oh, and Sabrina, I like her. That's the story writer. He's a pervert. I'm the graphic artist. I drew you. Is that right? I'm the game designer. Filling up your Pokédex is tough, but don't quit. When you finish, come tell me. Once you finish your Pokédex, I'm the programmer. Once you finish your Pokédex, he will give you a certificate that shows that you finished your Pokédex. Great stuff. Did I just spoil that? Oops. And then you come to the roof, where you can see where you stole the useless Eevee. Why did I get an adamant nature Eevee? That's just mean, game. That's just not... It's just so mean. Anyways, we're gonna keep exploring this city. I'm not gonna show off any of the HM places because, well, maybe I will. I'll just show off the city. Find what you need at the Celadon department store. This is the department store. It's huge. I got my coughing in Cinnabar. It's usually nice, but it breathes poison when it's angry. Cool, I guess. Celadon takes pride in its efforts to keep the city beautiful. That's why VGMKoren is bad for a city's image. Uh-oh. Game Corner, bad for image. It sounds like a job for a 10-year-old. Hello, welcome to the Celadon department store. The board on the right describes the store layout. First floor, service counter. Second floor, trainer's market. Third floor, TV game shop. Fourth floor, wise mind gifts. Fifth store, drugstore. Rooftop square, vending machines. And that's what we're really interested in. Because, well, we'll get to that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Hi there, may I help you? As you can see, this guy sells TMs. He sells things like Hyper Beam, which sounds awesome. But we're not going to buy it because I'm a terrible person. Hi there, may I help you? And this guy sells balls and stuff. which is great, I guess. And then you talk to this girl, and she's like, woo! For along the outings, you should buy Revive. Well, that's true, and that's something I actually probably will do, because at some point I'll need to stop running back. Capture Pokemon and register with an ID number and the original trainer. OT stands for original trainer. Oops. The trainer that caught it first. Oh hi! I finally finished Pokemon. Not done yet? How about I teach you a good move? The move I have in mind is counter. Not like the one I'm leaning on, mind you. Ha 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 ha. You broke the fourth wall. You don't get anything. You, in fact, that's too meta. Come on, Haunter. I love Haunter. I collect them, huh? Haunter turned into a different Pokemon while being traded. Oh, weird. Alright, my buddy's going to trade me his Kangaskhan for his Haunter. Or for my Haunter. I thought he collected Haunter. I'm so confused. You can identify Pokemon you get in the name. Who cares? Okay. So yeah, Pokemon has no problem with admitting it's a game, and then it's a game within a game, and then nothing makes sense. I'm getting a present from my girlfriend. I guess a Pokeball will do it. It's the popular thing. Doll. Not ball. Doll. I heard something useful. If a wild Pokemon appears, you can distract it with a Pokeball. Ball. You can run away while the wild Pokemon is distracted. I'm terrible at talking. I hate it. And this place sells balls. Dolls! God! And it also sells Fire Stones, Water Stones, Thunder Stones, and Leaf Stones. Those all evolve... Actually, you know what? You know what? We need one of these. Thank you. I'm not going to say why we need one of those, but we happen to need one of those. It's not going to get used yet, but consider it a Chekhov's gun. It will be used... Oh, that was lame. It'll be used eventually. Pokemon stat enhancers can be bought only here. HP up increases the base HP of a Pokemon. Calcium raises the special attack, and this tells you what each of them does. And then this guy's like, I'm here for Pokemon stat enhancers. Protein increases base attack. Oh my god, you too? Okay. Oh, we're gonna talk to you over here. Alright, so you have all the one-hit wonder, the battle stat racers, and then you have these, which cost a ton of money, but increase the base stat of a Pokemon's attributes. This is part of Pokemon's, it's part of Pokemon's thing. My sister is a trainer, believe it or not, but she's so mature, she drives me nuts. Who are you? Who are you? I'm thirsty, I want something to drink! Okay, well... If you want something to drink, how about we get you some fresh water? Let's see if this works. I'm thirsty, I want something to drink. Give her a drink. Fresh water. Yay! Fresh water! Thank you, you can have this for me. And you get TM16, which is Light Screen. It's a move that weakens the power of special attacks by your foe. And if we can use little water for the little girl, then Lemonade should be great for the guards around the city. But that is something that we'll get to later. But yes, if you want to go to Saffron City immediately, you can pick up a Lemonade and go there now. I'm just going to flat out tell you that because that's another thing that the game will never tell you. As you can see, there's an elevator that we should have taken but didn't. Also, Lemonade is way better than Super Potions. I believe it restores 80 HP instead of 50 and costs half the price. It's not something you should skip out on. Anyways, let's talk to this old man. No, I blew it all at the slots. I knew I should have cashed in my coins from prizes. He's an old man that got, you know, screwed. Hey, it's a rocket. What are you staring at? Get lost, pal, or I'll punch you. And I'll set you on fire, bitch. This is the way, I believe, to the Celadon Gym, which is currently... This gym is great. It's full of women. Okay, we're gonna leave him to his peep show and continue exploring the city, which involves going in a bunch of houses. This is gonna be a long episode. Psst, there's a basement under the game corner I hear. Hey, guess what you need to go do? Go ahead, laugh, I'm flat out busted. No more slots for me, I'm going straight. Here, I won't be needing this anymore. And this is where you get the coin case. Again, a key item in a random place that you never have to go to. If you don't go in there, you'd never be able to gamble. Munch. The man at the table lost it all at the slots. Munch. Oh god. Alright, so, okay, I want to talk to you. I want to talk... my Pokemon are weak, so I often have to go to the drugstore. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound... Hi, sorry, but we're taking a break right now. I just want to eat. Is that too much to ask? Oh well, I figured this can be an extra long episode to make up for the fact that I haven't updated. Chief! We just shipped 2,000 more Pokemon slot prices again today. Hehehe. The slot's just reeling the dough big time. Oh god, you sound creepy. Don't touch the poster at the game corner. There's no secret switch behind it. Hey, guess what? In a random house that you never have to go in, the secret of how to do the next plot point is revealed to you. Are you seeing what I'm saying about Pokemon not telling you stuff?
Yippee! I'm on vacation! My sis brought me along! Awesome!
Your sis?
I'm on vacation with my brother and boyfriend.
What?
Celadon is such a pretty city!
This is really weird. Why? Why did she bring her brother? All I wanted to do was stick... Never mind.
Pokemon? No, this is a hotel for people. We're full up, unfortunately.
Yeah, you can never actually sleep anywhere. You just have to sleep in the wild. Actually, I like that kind of, so I won't knock it. Oh, what's this? I want to cut this. I want to cut everything. Thank you, Rodney, for your cutting powers. And it just takes us back and say, oh, what am I to do? Someone stole our Sylph Scope. The thief came running this way, I'm sure of it, but I lost sight of him. Where'd he go? And here we have the game corner, which we will talk to people in. Hey! You have a lot better things to do, champ in the making. Celadon City's gym leader is Erica. She is a user of grass-type Pokemon at one with nature. She might appear docile because of her flower ranging, but she's not to be taken lightly. I feel like there could have been a plant pun there. Games are scary. It's so easy to get hooked. It's like Pokemon.
These slot games, win or lose, it's only by luck.
Oh, that's great. You, fisherman. Kid, do you want to play? Corn received 10 coins from the man. Yeah!
I think these machines have different odds.
Keep this quiet. It's rumored that this place is run by Team Rocket. Oh. It's the Rocket Game Corner, you say? We're not going to talk to that guy. What's up? Want some coins? You got 20 coins from the nice guy. Oh, yeah. Hey, what? You're throwing me off. Here are some coins, so shoot! And you get 20 coins from the mean man. And it's a Pokemon printer. It can print in Pokemon on the back of your trainer card. It only costs no. We will not be printing any lame Pokemon, and all of my Pokemon are lame. Did I already talk to everyone? I believe I did. So we'll talk to this guy. And this guy sells you coins, and this girl tells you that you can sell or trade your coins for fabulous prizes. So let's go next door and see what kind of fabulous prizes. I mean, it can't be anything great, right? It just has to be something terrible. We exchange our coins for prizes. Which prize would you like? This one. This one all the time. I want this so bad. In fact, I might get that off screen. Maybe not. Gahaha! I raked it in today! If only every day were like this. But yes, they have Pokemon available. I sure do fancy that Porygon, but it's hard to win at slots, because it's luck. But yes. Yes. Team Rocket is running the game corner and is selling Pokemon. These Pokemon are probably stolen. Anyways, that's Celadon City. We're gonna, except for that guy over there across the water, who appears to be stranded and is probably going to starve to death. So as we watch that, this is where we're going to end this one. In the next one, I will show you which rocket you talk to get through the next dungeon. Until then, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'll be back now that I'm no longer sick. And I hope to see you in the next one, when I get a stolen Pokemon and hug it forever. It's gonna be great.